This is the Alcoa Point Henry complex, just out of Geelong.
The Curlewis Golf Club has secured its water future.
I think the lights will bring more joy to people's lives, whether it's through our football club or other events.
Welcome back to News Geelong on this Friday evening. Our Surf Coast Shire has a new mayor for the next 2 years. Councillor Margot Smith takes the chair to continue the female mayoral role from Councillor Rose Hodge, as Ian Nichols reports.
Well, the winds of change are certainly sweeping through the Surf Coast. Torquay is on the move, and so is Council, in respect to a brand new mayor. At the halfway mark of the term, Councillor Margot Smith comes in to take control of the Surf Coast Shire. Well, first things first, Margot, congratulations on being the mayor for 2015.
Thank you very much, Ian. I appreciate that.
Well, you deserve it. You've had quite a background, not only in local government, but in the high business level as well.
Yes, I've been in this role on council for 2 years, but before that I had 30-year career in retail, and I think that has given me some good skills that I've been able to apply in the local government sector, so hopefully that will continue.
Well, now you've come into council at the halfway mark of a term. It's sometimes difficult to pick up the reins.
Yes, we are now two years in, and I think with 2 years to go, it's time that the councillors actually think about what they actually want to achieve between now and the end of their term. We also have a time frame now where our CEO has just left the organisation, and we're recruiting for a new CEO, and that's critically important to the Shire, to the organisation, and to us as councillors to make sure that we get that decision right, and we don't stall in the middle of our term as a result.
Well, you seem to have the determination. It's not easy. You get the new CEO and the state election, so there's a lot on the plate right now.
There certainly is, and we do know we're a marginal seat in South Barwon. We seem to be getting quite a lot of attention from the politicians, and we're more than happy to accommodate them, and we're more than happy to see the chequebook out and about with funding promises. We do hope that we get some bipartisan promises on the particular issue, and in the main we think we've been able to achieve a fair bit even now. We've still got just under 4 weeks to go.
Well, from what I've been reading, you're very determined to see the council plan come to fruition, so that's obviously one of your major priorities.
Yes, we spent quite a bit of time on that when we first came into office. I guess as new councillors we were guided fairly closely by the officers and from the councillors that we've had before, who have been very good in that area. I do think now's the time for us to actually sit back, have a look at what's there, and make sure there aren't things that are really important to us that have either come through in the last 2 years or perhaps we missed in the first instance. And there might not be anything, but I think it's really important that we give that consideration so that we end our term knowing that we've had the plan that we've put in there, we've achieved, and we've got established the Shire very well to take it forward for the future.
Well, it's growing at a rapid rate, we know, and it's been a challenge in itself, hasn't it?
It does bring some significant challenges. We've got the two growth areas, Torquay and Winchelsea, and I think we've put in quite a lot of work in terms of how Winchelsea, developing a proper plan for Winchelsea and engaging the community in how that grows. I think Torquay's still growing in the different areas, and I think some people struggle with that, but that's, Torquay is a growth area, been designated as a growth area, and it will continue. We just have to make sure that we manage that in the best way possible.
Well, we're seeing the corridor really between Geelong and Torquay spreading fairly rapidly, so, it is the designated area, as you say.
Yes, and hopefully we won't see it all lined with houses. There's a green wedge there, and we want to see that separation between Geelong and the Surf Coast and Torquay, and make sure that our town boundaries are well defined and protected.
Well, I've got to say here at News Geelong we've had a lovely, wonderful relationship with Libby Coker and Rose Hodge, and now we hope this will continue. The ladies have certainly the power of the land down here.
Well, yes, that seems to be the case. Yes, I have two mayors in my term, both of which have been great role models for me, and I hope I can continue in the tradition that they've established for the Surf Coast. We sort of, perhaps chicks rule down on the coast.
Well, we're looking forward to meeting your new CEO, he or she, when that happens in the near future, and may we wish you and the council all the best for the Christmas period. We may not get a chance to come down again.
Right. Thank you very much, and best wishes to you and your viewers.
At the Torquay headquarters of the Surf Coast Council, this is Ian Nichols for News Geelong.
Thank you, Nico. Congratulations, Councillor Margot Smith, and well done to our Rose of the Surf Coast Shire, Councillor Rose Hodge. The building of our new Geelong Library continues on time as the unique roof panelling begins to be fitted. The outstanding architecturally designed building will highlight the Johnston Park skyline down at the northern end of Jeringhap Street in our great city. Meryl Friend has the update.
We're standing in Little Mallup Street in front of the new building for the new Geelong Library and Heritage Centre. 332 panels going into the unique dome roof, 5 stories high, and a real treat for Geelong. It's on schedule to be opening early in 2015. We're joined with Councillor Andy Richards, and we're standing in front of what's going to be iconic dome of the new Geelong Library and Heritage Centre. Now, truth be known, this was all begun and discussed and talked about from 2010.
Oh, absolutely. This is a long-term project for the City of Greater Geelong and for the Regional Library Corporation. If you go back to John Mitchell's time as Mayor, certainly he led the way, but he was very well supported by former councillors Barbara Abley, Cameron Granger, and of course Rod McDonald, current councillor, and myself. So certainly those 4 councillors have played a large part in where we are today. Of course, leadership on the project continued under former Mayor Keith Fagg and current Mayor Darren Lyons, and if you can see it behind me, it's obviously taking shape, and we're very happy.
It's a unique world first.
I'm not sure if it's a world first, but it's certainly going to be a very iconic building for Geelong, and one that will stand out and that people will enjoy being outside of, and also enjoy going inside and participating in the activities that the Library Corporation will run, including children's services and heritage activities.
And I mean, it is something that's really going to take us into the next century and beyond.
Oh, this is a building for the next 100 years for Geelong. It's 5 stories. It's going to be new, modern, 21st century. There'll be things in there that people haven't seen before, not only in Geelong but in Victoria and maybe even Australia. It will be a very, very, very modern showpiece.
And then, of course, across the road we're looking at more upgrades for Geelong Performing Arts Centre as well.
Yes, both sides of politics have promised to upgrade stage 1 of GPAC's master plan, and I congratulate GPAC on that result. Of course, as a Labor candidate, I'm very keen on Labor's proposal, but either way, GPAC will be able to get an upgrade, and that's a good thing.
And just standing here and having a look, the Geelong Art Gallery is looking slightly dwarfed. Is there going to be any plans for improvements to that as well?
Look, I sit on the Geelong Gallery board, and they've been working hard with council officers on a business plan, or a business case I should say, to expand, and I can't say too much about that, but certainly they are well placed to be the next arts project that receives major government funding.
Well, the whole precinct's going forwards leaps and bounds, isn't it?
Compared to where it was 4 or 5 years ago, it's certainly coming on in leaps and bounds.
All right, thank you for your time today.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Andy.
At the new Geelong Library site, Meryl Friend, News Geelong.
Thank you, Meryl. Another uplifting story, and we look forward to its completion. We'll go to a break here on News Geelong and return with the stories on sport and weather after this.